Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running the jet sweep with Ridley, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Check it back.
Smith trying to run for it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 6-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defense. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bryant is good. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Watch the
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Carson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Kill, kill, hey. Kill, turn up. Kill.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on here, come get some.
Now a run for Varner. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On the Seahawks 9-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Hey, Sam, he's coming to you.
Ryan. And this one complete to Smith. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Got it. Watch the screen.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Falcons push further out in front.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Play action. It's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette, and it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. But Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Ryan now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks him.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. He's got the hook up to Jerron Brown. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
No pass, no pass. Mike, check.
Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
14, got it.
Throwing again. Wilson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Buying time, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Carson. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for him. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's kicking one down.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Ito Smith. And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready, blue lady, blue lady. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Your track, your track. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Wait, wait.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
59, ready. Black 25. Hey, that's scared. That's scared.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. Flush to his right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it here with Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Mark 54. Mark 54. 39. Check 15.
They run again with Barner. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal.
Hey, wahoo! Got it. Hey, defense. Hey, South. Check. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Come to line, 25.
From the shotgun, Ryan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Flushed out right. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He's not going to get me.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And Jerron Brown's got it complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Wilson now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From just shy of midfield, Wilson, short throw to Disley, and he'll get it down here to the 43. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Now Wilson on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Going for it all. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 29 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Wood. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. March 54. Guard.
From the gun, Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ryan now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Smith. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 15 now, Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Al Woods picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Hey, 0-0-0. One left. One left.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike, check.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now with Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. 54 Mike. Got one, I got one.
They'll run. It's Barner. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run with Smith. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand, taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.